Man, that's what I'm talking, son.
There's a little chilly down this joint.
It's lukewarm, dog. This is a good temperature for your water.
I feel good though.
If you just want to have
I like
room temperature water, this is good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yo, this is Keith Love from WTAUphilly.com, the community unity station where independent artists get their music played. You heard me?
It's a screensaver on over here, just so you know. Push the button. It's streaming, but it got us up in the little corner. There we go. Bam.
Word.
Yeah. Everybody fake thugging. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You.
Yeah, man, that shit.
You know what I'm saying? That's what that is on the corner over there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The facial.
crazy setup.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the show.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, y'all?
Us in the basement.
Yeah, we back, man.
Yeah. I'm your man,
Up in
Danny
here.
Ward, 215.
It's a 6 pack of Miller, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, come
No
smooth
one
with
dealer.
us.
You know what I mean? We got special guests.
Yes, sir.
You know what
We got my man,
I mean? Main man.
Donnie Bo-Leggs,
What's up, y'all?
Blades, a.k.a. D-Bo Low. What else you got for?
Well,
You know what I mean? I know it's a lot of
Bo-Leggs,
the
man.
Bow-Legged Mac,
Yeah,
all kinds of shit.
try to make it do what it do, though.
Yeah.
Giant Bo-Legged Mac.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Just, what's love, baby?
You know what I mean?
Much love.
This is an oldie but goodies.
Man,
You know what I mean? He been around for a minute. He don't-
always, bro.
He surprised you with them flows and shit. You know what I mean? And he's Mr. Pick You Up if you need it. We're going to get to that at the end of the day. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
come on, dude.
He got to come scoop and take you where you need to go for a small fee
Right,
situation.
I'll let your boy on that.
Yes, sir.
Great service.
But what's good with you, right? You know what I mean?
oh man, we you know, a little crazy, man. You know, it's always been running, you know what I mean, back and forth, South Philly, back to Southwest, back to Southwest.
Right.
Take the kids back and forth to school, you know what I mean? Even work in South Philly, though, you know what I mean? So
Hey,
it's cool, you know what I
that
mean?
money, man.
Yeah.
Fuck around and bumping the bow-legged Mac while you down there. You know, that
Yes,
boy
sir.
stay in them streets.
Yeah,
all
that's big.
around.
That's why you
Right,
know what,
right.
24th Street?
24th to Wharton.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
mean-
Yeah, that's not pretty goddamn on board.
Yeah, he's from Beefo
It's a
Block.
small world.
Ringo Street.
And I know his peoples, man.
Yeah, he's from
I
Ringo
know his
Street.
peoples.
You know,
Okay.
beat Aunt and all that.
What 100 did you went?
The 1200.
Same joint as Pete.
I
The
grew up
same
in
block.
that joint.
A couple doors down.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
We gotta get beef on here too,
Yeah,
man.
shout out to B.
You know what I'm saying?
Big love, much love.
Hey man, shout out to Blaze, aka I mean my man
Thank
Wayne,
you, bro.
Wayne from DC. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, man. My main man.
Cold Blaze, the whole
Bones,
squad,
the whole squad.
the whole we
Breeze,
always ready
you know what
squad.
I'm saying?
Bug, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Bug 6100, my main man.
Yes, sir.
With my ass down
But,
back.
And yeah, we gonna rock you next week. I'm gonna take care of that before I come in here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Sporty sport. You know what I mean? So yeah,
What's going on in the news? We got Jamal Harvey thing going down.
Yeah.
The trial started and everything.
yeah, that's crazy.
Popping, Philly, you know, then justice was on his way. Yeah, he walked out of court. And, you know, the injustice is kind of crazy. You know, they got like one black juror on the whole family, man.
And it's crazy because they, you know, like I'm not even gonna say white people because I don't necessarily have nothing, you know what I mean, bad to say about white people in general, but
Right.
the American way, the way that they separate society here, it's like it's crazy for them to think that they can, you know what I mean, that we gonna trust the system. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
you know, that's why you get anarchists, and that's why people is going against the grain, and they deem them criminals. But you know what I mean? If you can go to Rite Aid and buy drugs, you know what I mean? How come you can't go to Rite Aid? That's all I'm saying.
Right.
Like,
You gotta put a proof of purchase on it. Uncle Sam need it.
Yo,
my bad.
yo.
But I'm saying,
There
like,
you go. We ain't getting here we ain't getting here 5 minutes.
I'm saying though, like, I'm just saying, like, why is that deemed criminal? And it's because this shit is set up, you know what I mean, for us to fail. You know what I mean? And until we can change that, to me, Ahmaud Arbery not gonna see justice. You know what I mean? Until it's gonna have to be, you know, justice by the people, because they people ain't gonna give him justice.
Racism.
Yeah, he gonna go right on. They need to be right on the Zimmerman list. You know what I'm saying? How is it that they can get Alpo quicker than they can get Zimmerman?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Both of them was wrong, but one was just, you know what I mean, the racist intent. I don't know. You know what I mean?
That's what it comes in with us. Like, we so divided as a people, you know what I'm saying? That if somebody do something else, they're like, oh man, that's messed up for that brother.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's messed up to happen with them. We might get mad and march a little bit, but we ain't really trying to get back.
Too much.
You know, some doing something. No, ain't nobody really trying to get back. You know what I mean? That's how divided we are.
Yeah.
One of the worst things that I think that carry to the black community is like the saying is, I'm gonna do me.
Yeah. Everybody else for self.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
That's
sad.
one of the worst
It's sad.
joints. Watching the movies and see all that, I'm for self and I'm gonna do for me and songs for do you and all that type shit. Dude, that fucked up everything. No brotherhood. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you
crazy.
another
That's real tough.
saying that go along that same line. You ask somebody how they doing, and they say maintain. You know what I mean? Like, to me, when you saying that, it means like that you stuck. You feel me? In a situation where, you know what I mean, all you doing is maintaining your situation. You're not growing.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think, you know, us as a people, you know what I mean, we have to continue. Every day we need to learn something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Something. Every person should make a point to learn something that they didn't know everything. You know what I mean? And I can honestly say that I do that. You know what I mean? I can fucking tell you some shit about the most poisonous fish in the ocean. And, you know what I mean? Or, I can just general knowledge. You know what I mean? But I be on that type of shit. I think you should learn something every day. That'll keep your mind fresh and keep you, you know what I mean? Like, still keep you open to ideas of growth. You know what I'm
Keep
saying?
your mind strong.
People under access like that, and everybody not the same thing.
Yeah.
It'd be a lot easier. Everybody was the same. Everybody the same. Everybody the same. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So everybody's oppression is different.
It
You know
is.
what I'm saying?
My
One
mom,
thing you do got.
I got to give up props because I didn't even say like with this man. No, go get the dictionary.
That's how my folks
Then
think.
when you looking that word up, you come across 5 or 6 other words
Right.
that just look interesting enough. You done learned them along the way.
Yeah.
I can honestly say, as a young boy, our folks, like, as punishments, had me read every encyclopedia front to back, and would get my pop to give me tests on shit that you ain't gonna fucking know about unless you read that fucking encyclopedia. You know what I mean? And that's one of the reasons why, you know what I mean, like, I'm able to, like, even when I'm rhyming, I could come up with shit that everyone, like, you know what I mean? Because I got a lot of different words in my head. You know what I'm saying?
And then we got how about let's switch the speeds a little bit. You got the young chump boy,
Or the boy out in the
Rittenhouse, what's his name?
yeah, or Kyle Rittenhouse, or whatever.
Yeah.
His fake cries.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't know, like, you know what I mean? Like I was saying to y'all earlier, like, I kind of feel like, and this is fucked up. I feel fucked up saying this, but I feel like in this situation, it's kind of like a double foul. It's like a double technical. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? The boy need to get punished for what he did. But at the end of the day, the people that you don't come up to nobody and try to take no gun from you. I can't name one gun wielding person in the world that's gonna let you come take their gun.
Yeah, who does?
You know what I'm saying? So because you tried to do that, you in turn caused the circumstance for doing that, but the boy was wrong for having the gun out there in the first place.
Exactly.
So he needed to be punished for that.
So I'm not even faulting the person who tried to disarm me because you were out here making shit dangerous.
Yeah.
How about that? Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
so if you, the boy, like, the Rittenhouse was leaving, he like in front of that community.
Right.
You went there, see
Traveled there and
see
made
on the
himself
news
part
what's
of the
going on,
authority.
armed up and went there,
Like,
hoping to find somebody who's thinking just like you.
How about
You
that?
know what I'm saying? It could even be a bigger bloodbath. You know what I'm saying? Man, listen, man, you gotta deal with it.
Yeah.
You gotta deal with the consequences, man.
and you took two people out.
That's at least second degree murder because just because you took your gun out there, what you taking your gun out there, that's intent right there. You know what I mean?
That's crazy, man. How about this is switch the speeds up. About Cam Newton got one back to the Panthers.
Yeah. I
That's
actually
what's
like
up.
that.
I like that too.
I like that for two reasons. For one, because Cam Newton should never left the Panthers.
Yeah.
And for two, the Panthers needed it. And they needed it the whole time he hasn't been there.
Right.
So it's kind of like karma.
You gotta put his foot down.
You know what I mean?
I was just thinking maybe it was the coaching at the time when Cam was there and shit him south. You know what I'm saying?
That's possible,
It could never,
'cause
it
Cam
could never
definitely a
really
rebel.
get to the next level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cam definitely going, you know what I mean? He ain't going to be for the bullshit. He didn't show that. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But I think that, I mean, they're not going to win no Super Bowl with him, but I think that with him, they'll be a better team.
What's going on with the Eagles?
Right now, I mean, the Eagles play, we got Denver this week. We got Denver this week. And I actually, I think Denver is favored by like 3, something like that.
That's the thing. I think that Denver got up for the Cowboys last week.
Mhm.
They got up for the Cowboys. I guarantee you they come out like the regular 5-4. Denver, Cowboys. They're not gonna play up. They're not gonna play hard.
No.
No, yeah, I think we're going to win that game.
I think so too.
Eagles is the -1 in that game.
-1, that's all. Oh, so Eagles is favored. They favored now. They was underdogs before.
No, they're -1.
We gotta take
They-
care of the ball.
I mean, they
They
favored by
was-
one.
They was
Mine got to
favored.
get
If they was
two
favored, they'd be plus.
Be disruptive.
Oh, you talking about on
They're
the
giving-
money line? You talking about?
They're taking points.
Okay. All right.
The Eagles are taking points. They taking 1 point.
Because I expect them to win. The Broncos, I mean, Broncos been iffy, but at the end of the day, you know, we can still get at them. And I think we're gonna get at it. You know what I'm saying? And Teddy Bridgewater, I mean, you know, I wish him well. You know what I mean? I actually like Teddy Bridgewater, but not too long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
don't think he is,
I hope he get
You
hurt,
gotta
but
just
not
get
too
to
bad. Like, where he just don't play the rest of this game. He can come back next week. Like,
Yeah.
I wish that against every quarterback.
My Cowboys got Atlanta this week, man.
That's gonna be a tough game too.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, we ain't got
But-
won't have either one of our leaders start defensive ends. We ain't got Marcus Lawrence, nor do we have Gregory. So I don't know how it's going to work.
Yeah.
But what I will say is this, right? Because you know I fucks with that, you know, sports betting and all that shit. So what I will say is, I feel like y'all not gonna have 2 bad games back to back. I think y'all gonna come out focused and ready to play. They gonna run that ball this week. I know that.
We got kind of injury bug though. We got the injury bug. Dak a little nicked up.
That's just
And
like, yo,
Zeke a little nicked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we got a little injury.
I feel like yo this week though.
What's up, Al?
All right. Yeah, I have a question. My question is, how is it that when the backup quarterback was playing, Dallas was playing pretty good, Dak comes back and they start playing crappy? I mean,
Well,
you're the resident Dallas fan. I just wanted to ask that question.
well, my response to your question is that I think this Dak was just out of sync. You know what I mean? Little Russ, he ain't played in 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So I think that, you know what I mean, it was Little Russ, man.
So you don't think that Dallas should have sat him? I mean, didn't they have a chance to win that game?
I mean, eventually, see, you know what? Don't say like this. riding. We were on a nice winning streak, 4 or 5 game winning streak, right? So we took a nice low loss right there. Got our ass busted. Brought us down. So now we know what it's like to get that loss. Now we hungry again. I'd rather us lose like that last week than us continue to win on a winning streak and then go to the playoffs than lose like that in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now I think they grounded. They know what they got to do again. Let's rebuild and get it rocking. But the injury bug, like I said, the injury bug is going to display us a little bit. So I don't know how this is going to rock out.
And I want to chime in on that too. You gonna know this week. Don't rush them back this week.
Yep.
Yeah, and who they playing? They playing somebody that's gonna get at his ass too.
I don't think
You gonna know. You gonna know exactly.
How long has
He been out about a month.
Russ been out a month. Easy.
See, and he might not come back. Sure. See, it's different. You can practice all you want to. You know what I mean?
I don't like.
You can practice all you want to, but practice in the real game is 2 different things. You know what I'm saying?
Them motherfuckers is really trying to hurt you. Every time you hurt, they try to kill you.
I knew it was going to be a little off day for Dak though, because his first 3 passes he was missing. He was throwing over the heads and everything. Like, damn.
I'm gonna tell you right now,
I mean,
Dallas gonna bust their ass this week. I'm not a Cowboys fan, but because of that ass whooping last week, and Dak being the competitor he is, and he got his weapons.
Yeah.
He got at least 2 of them 3 weapons out there. You know what I'm saying?
that's right. Amari Cooper, he injured too.
Yeah,
Dang,
but they still got Lamb, and they still got the other boy.
Who's that? Oh, you talking Lamb and Gallup?
Galloway.
Gallup.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was becoming.
Oh, Gallup.
I know about this. Galloway,
Gallup.
Yeah, man, that's my squad. Anyway, as far as defense, man, I don't know. I think we have to bring Basham and maybe put Parsons on that defensive end again.
He can do both.
Yeah, young boy, nice. And when I'm back,
Yeah,
and then
For
number
real,
7,
He said Gallup coming off of IR.
that cornerback, safety.
yeah.
What's his
Yeah,
number?
Gallup comes by. Yeah.
He got the perfect name.
We still got Wilson, and we got this other. I'm not sure this dude's name. It's a kind of funny name, but he a rookie. He's 6'4", got speed. You know what I'm saying? I don't know unless his brother's name, but I don't know his name. He's nice. Looking at his highlights.
Yeah, I really like that this week. I like the Eagles too.
Hold up.
I like this.
Hold up. Gotta talk about this.
Let's do it.
Tell me you seen the interview with Drink Champs.
Oh yeah,
Please
Kanye.
tell me you seen the interview with Kanye
I ain't
West.
seen
Please tell me
Kanye.
that.
Yes, sir.
Yo, tell you something, man. Before we drop some knowledge.
Yeah, yo.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Boys definitely.
Yeah,
When
funny
he say he on a different plane, yo, he on a different
He
plane.
is on a
Yo.
different plane.
so, tell you something. When you see someone in the street and stuff like that, right? Like you go downtown, you see the brothers preaching on the corners and stuff like that. They got the outfits on, the Israelite brothers got the outfits on and everything. People call them Power Rangers and stuff like that, looking all funny. The brothers is talking some truth, because all they're talking is facts from history, and they matching up with the Bible, and they telling the truth.
Yeah.
This truth that they tell them is spreading through the black community like wildfire. All right, and it's reaching to the celebrities, and these celebrities is mentioning it on their media stages, and I'm sorry to say, but I'm not sorry to say. You know what I'm saying? The people who claim to be a certain people, you know what I'm saying, and who have control over a lot of things going on in the media and movies and radio and everything, they get upset when we start saying that we're Semitic people. We're not anti-Semitic. We're Semitic people, man. You know what I'm saying? And they don't like it. There's 12 tribes. There's 12 tribes. 12 tribes of Israel. All right. They claim to be, they say they're the Jews. Then where are the other 11 tribes at? If you're the Jews, then where are the other tribes at? Because y'all very prosperous. So where are the other tribes at? Just can't be y'all. But for some reason, they were almost eaten. So over here, the so-called African Americans, we're waking up. You know, some people are waking up and they're claiming to be, you know what I'm saying, be part of these 12 tribes. And the Jewish people, they get upset about this. So you have what's the brother named Nick Cannon? You had the boy Jackson, who played for the Eagles.
Yeah,
Deshaun Jackson. You got Kendrick Lamar. You got all these different celebrities. You got Ice Cube. You got Carmelo Anthony. You got all these different celebrities.
Maury Stoudemire.
All these people. You got even Floyd Mayweather. All these people are starting to look and starting to see that, you know what I mean, what's the boy, Common, and what's his name, with Tiffany Haddish, you know what I'm saying? People are waking up and they starting to know that they're the Israelites, that they're part of these 12 tribes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We can't keep calling myself African American, you know what I'm saying? You're Baptist and you Seventh-day Adventist and all that stuff, man. All that stuff is brought out through slavery.
See, and just to chime in on that too, the whole African American thing, right? If you peep what they did with the African American is somebody that came here from Nigeria or Sudan or somewhere in Africa and became an American citizen. They're an African American.
Right.
Just like an Asian American is somebody that comes from Asia, does the same thing, right? So they try to jump and put us in that category because of the whole, you know, their rendition of the story and how we got here.
Because of diaspora and stuff like that.
But, you know, like if you read the book, it's prophesied. What's took place is prophesied. So we know who we are. And it tells you specifically in there. So, you know, I agree, man. Like Kanye definitely let you know that he's awake.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Kanye came out and said, yes, we are the Jews. We are the 12 tribes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's inevitable, man. What's kept in the dark will definitely come out in the light, man. And you can't keep it away.
And one thing I want to chime in and say is this, right? And this gonna sound crazy as hell, right? But when Kanye said that he was gonna run for president, I actually would vote for Kanye. I would take Kanye over all these other options. I would vote for Kanye.
I'm gonna tell you something.
And it ain't because he's black, it's because I know what his intent is.
I know he for his people.
Yeah, so if he was in that position, I know that he would do everything he could do.
I'm telling you,
to make sure we was straight.
He speak about things that we don't know about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he be dropping tidbits and things to people that we don't even know what he talking about. So we'll take it as somebody right as the media, oh, he's crazy. He ain't crazy. He know what he's talking about. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Anybody who come out with some type of truth with anything, they always peg him as being crazy. You can have Martin Lawrence.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They say pegging crazy.
But that's what the powers that be do. The same thing with what's the little short pimp comedian. You know what I mean? Cat Williams. They did the same shit to him. But the thing is this, and this is one thing I want to say about Kanye. I've never met Kanye, right? But I've followed Kanye since the beginning of his career. So everything that he's done, the good, the bad, and ugly, I've followed all that, right? But what I've come to know as far as with my sense of being able to see people for who they are, and you know what I mean, whatever. Right. The reason why Kanye do the shit that he do, it ain't because he's crazy. It's because he's a free spirit. He's comfortable with who he is. Yeah. So he don't hold nothing back. You know what I mean? And he's not trying to impress nobody. He's not trying to adhere to nobody's particular feelings. He say what the fuck he feel. And if you can relate, it don't sound crazy. If you can't, it may. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I get it. And sometimes his choosing of when and how to say stuff is a little, you know what I mean, could use some work. But ultimately, he figured that shit. He know that shit through time. And he in a position where he don't care. He don't have to because he's still who he is.
He's a billionaire.
You know what I'm saying?
You know
what I'm saying? So I respect him. You know what I mean? I respect him. And if he was to vote for president, I'm letting you know right now, he would get my vote. And I'm gonna add you in this so you know that. You know what I mean?
Hey, man.
Mhm.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man.
Yeah, I mean, you know, but
Hey, man. And shout out, man. Larry Hoover, man. I hope you can get out, man.
yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, Larry. Shout out to Larry Hoover Jr. too, man. You know, he got been fighting for a long time trying to get his father out of jail. Man.
How about that? And you
So
know
it
what?
touched me like, you know, like he got grandkids he never even held before.
Yeah.
You know, this man's 70 years old. You know what I'm saying? You know, the streets,
He ain't no
is,
threat to
he
society.
ain't no threat at all. You know, flight, what's it called?
Flight risk.
Flight risk, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And what he
let that
was
man go
doing,
home.
what he was doing, if you look at it, I mean, you know, I'm feeling had righteous intent. You know what I mean? He was trying to get the brothers together and have some organization and, you know what I mean, put the, you know what I mean, like, you know, like I'm just saying, like I know that the original premise of it was had righteous intent, like he was trying to do something, you know what I mean, for his people. You know what I'm saying? You know, he created brought a structure to the hood. You know what I'm saying? So that, you know what I mean, people had to abide by certain rules and stuff like that. I feel like that's necessary. You know what I mean? You know.
We're the only people who are not allowed to assimilate, man. You know what I'm saying? We're the only people who are not allowed to gather together, man. You know what I'm saying? We gather together as a problem, man. It's always will be a problem, man. But you know what?
Yeah.
What you gonna say? You wanna say something, guy?
Yeah. It's like while we on that tip though, I also want to say, you know what I mean, to the people that you got locked up for these crazy ass 1980 drug offenses. You know what I mean? You giving people life and shit for selling drugs and shit like that. Like honestly, like I kind of feel like, you know, that shit is. I mean, it's time for, you know what I mean. That shit is overkill. You know what I mean? It's time for these people to get a chance. The jail is supposed to rehabilitate you. If a nigga was out there selling drugs on any level, you know what I mean, you gotta look at him as he was an entrepreneur. You know what I mean? He know how to, you know what I mean? He know how to, he learned some shit from that. So jail should be accentuating those gifts in a positive manner and giving him a chance to come back out in society and do his thing, whoever he is. Because there's a lot of people booked doing these long ass sentences for drugs.
Yeah.
I mean, like if you the type nigga, he was raping Johns and choking them to death, nigga, kill that nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But anybody that ain't really did no hostile crimes and you in there, you know what I mean? Get these cats a chance, man.
Even if you don't kill him, chop his genitals.
Yeah, man.
Right.
So you're not.
So all he can do is like he could
You know what I'm
bump Jones. He like had like a man pussy going with the girl pussy. That's see, that's punishment. All he can do is demotion. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean that's what they do out in the Middle East. You know what I'm saying? They castrate you. You know what I mean? So you know, that's a pariah. That's somebody that don't need to be in society. But somebody that's there's some old shit that just that you deemed that was illegal and criminal. I mean, it gotta be a limit to that shit. Because it's some white folk out in Congress is doing way worse shit.
Yeah.
They ain't doing no jail time. So keep this shit fair. All right, my bad.
What's up, man? What's going on?
Debo.
I'm chilling, man.
You high about you high? Yeah, you been holding on to that joint for a minute because I've been holding on to
I just
this.
passed it back to him, man, because you was chopping it up.
Yeah.
That's why the reason I stand up. That's that.
Truffle?
No, the motherfucking the Scotty mixed in there.
Oh, okay, that's a lot of.
Yeah, gelato. Man with gelato.
Gelato. All right. Yeah, well, this is my joint. How you like the shit that I all right, so even though we're not really doing the battle of the bugs, the highs is battling within us, so we might as well talk about it. So, battle of the bugs.
Well, I mean, this week I've ordered some flavors, you know, I mean, as always. They got some gelato, you know, like a gelato 33 here. They got some,
I got a question.
what's up, Rock?
Hey,
Why don't you really tell them how you feel about the gelato? You had expressed it earlier today. Express it to the audience how you felt about the gelato. And
Gelato
your
to me is
statement was-
trash.
it's like it should be Gelesso
Yeah.
because anything else got a lot of more head than that shit.
Yeah, I
You know what I
listen,
mean?
my palate, Yeah, my palate, you know what I'm saying? I smoke gas. Like, I don't need all that fruity shit tasting. That's like, I look at gelato as like you drinking motherfucking, what's that shit we used to get drink with
Oh shit!
the
Talking like a birdie. Yeah.
No, what's the close shit?
It's like
I
a
would
birdie.
say it's like a birdie, but it's close to it. What's the shit you used to drink with the call it Thug Passion?
Oh, okay. You talking about gin and juice or the
Alizé.
Alizé?
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's like drinking Alizé, some little sweet girly shit. You know what I'm saying?
The Alizé gets you fucked up though. See, look, I'm gonna tell you. I had gelato last week, right? I was smoking on gelato last week, and this is the one thing I can say about the gelato. Like, I was chain smoking that shit, like cigarette. You know what I'm saying? Like when I got some shit, like I smoke it, put it out, smoke it, put it out. Gelato, that burn from the blue to the tutor. That let me know right there they hitting me like that because I'm still smoking it.
ain't going as supposed to.
You know what I mean? Normally the L tell me, nigga, put me down, nigga. I need to chill for a minute.
Everything I smoke tell me that.
That gelato, go to back. That gelato, we don't have that conversation. Gelato be like, more, be more. I'm dessert.
I was
out of here.
The other day at work, shit, great pull off in the parking lot, playing my shit. Was putting one down and shit, get my paperwork right and everything. Go ahead, pull up on me and shit.
Right.
He's like, what's up, young buck? I'm like, what's going on? He's like, you come over and touch that. Come on. That's fire. I'm go early in the morning.
You talking about when I was on the phone with you that time?
No,
This is
Melly.
another time.
Yeah, it's Melly Mel. Shout out to Melly Mel, too, OG from South Philly. Yo, pass it soon. We'll take that. I said, what's wrong? It's too early in the morning for this shit. I have a coffee now, Dave. Fuck me all up with this shit. Take this shit. Yeah, early in the morning, get that shit. Yeah.
Yo, you famous for that shit. Cause I was on the phone with you one time while you was out working this shit. And I heard you talking to somebody. He was like, yeah, hold up. You know, he was like, yo, you said somebody, let me hit that joint in your ear or something. He was like, this ear? Sparked him up.
Yeah.
Took a couple hits. And was like, here you go, hit that. He took a couple hits and started doing that same shit. Was like, what's this? What you got? You get this from? He was like, yo, that shoe. Go ahead, you take that. You know what I mean? I was like, he's like, I just gave that boy my whole fucking jaw. You know what I mean?
I really enjoy it, you know what I'm saying? Shit. Oh, that's one thing, man. I ain't stingy with the tree.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a love. This is a love thing, man. Back in the day, there's been niggas that why you really fuck with like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For various reasons. But you know what I'm saying? With get a chance to be around some other white niggas who smoking. Man, you know what? He all right. He is you know who I thought he was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He wound up being all right with me, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's long.
I had that experience too, but then the white boy forgot that I'm the one that said we was cool. I told you that shit. Tried to get, he got white on me. Like, we was cool. You know what I mean? We was working together. He was, you know what I mean? He had the good tree. I come grab some shit off of him, you know what I mean? So one day, he gave me some shit, you know what I mean? This was on the eye. I worked that shit off. I hit him up. I'm like, look, it's like Monday. I'm like, yo, I got your bread.
Right.
You know what I mean? I need something else. I got people coming through. He like, all right, I got you. He ain't come. Now it's Tuesday. I'm like, yo, at work. I'm like, yo, I need that. You bring it with you? No, I forgot. Yeah, yo, man, I need that shit. All right, I'm going to come through in the morning. He ain't come again. The next day, I copped from somebody else. Right. Nigga, I'm not about to sit around and wait for you. He come the day after that. Demanding his bread. I'm like, I need a couple more days. You know what I mean? I told you what was going on. You know what I'm saying? I told you what was happening. He gonna just keep me waiting and shit. Give me a couple days. I got you.
So look.
So he get mad and throw what he brought over to me at me. We sitting in the car. So when he throw it, I look at it. I look at him. So I say, look, check this out, right? I'm gonna pick this up, right? But before I pick it up, I need you to know something. I will fuck you up in here. Like, you will get fucked up in your car, being here asleep while I go in the crib straight. I'm trying to tell you. So relax, what the fuck you want? He looked at me, turned a little red. He said, yeah, my bad, but yo, you just, I'm like, yeah, all right. You know what I mean? Switch that shit the fuck up. You And from that day on, we kind of stay away from each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, but
He called me.
I don't trust that shit.
Same boy called me up. What's up with your friend, man? Hey man, listen, don't call me up with that, man. You know what I mean? You call the wrong team member. I'm gonna let you that right now. That's whatever happened to y'all, between y'all, man.
Right,
Got your place. I ain't
Go
your
ahead,
boy.
man.
That shit. Don't get that shit twisted. I ain't nobody.
Not get me in the middle, man.
Yeah,
Don't
man.
get money in the middle shit.
I'm nice as shit. Like I would shake your hand. I would have nothing but pure fucking love for you. But as soon as shit switch up, I switch the fuck up too.
Oh, but you know what's so crazy? Same cat, right? I was little dug in more with him, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I got cool with him off this joint for him.
Right. Yeah, so I would come through, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, you know what I'm saying? He loving that, you know what I mean?
Right.
Hey man, you doing so good, man. It's so crazy. Come on, man, come chill with me. So I go over his crib, chilling, smoking, you know what I mean? Crazy flavors and all that stuff. So
this was early. This was when shit first started. Like,
so his pop comes downstairs. Right? So we drinking some brews and shit. We laughing and joking and shit. So my man, he had to go upstairs to take care of some boy's kids. Right? So me and his pop chopping it up there. His pop old boy, right? At the time, I was probably like in my late 30s. He's probably in the 60s, something like that. So we chopping it up. Next you know, he just said, hey, we close to each other.
Right.
He hits my elbow on my shoulder. Hey, I said, what's up? He says, you know, I wish we still own two of you.
Oh, man.
I said, huh?
Crazy.
Like, he sucked his beard.
Oh, boy.
He said, I wish we still own two of you. I said, you say that shit one more time, you're going to think it's two of me whooping your fucking ass. You know what I mean?
For real.
Fuck wrong with you?
Yeah, that's
what?
crazy.
So now I'm irate now. Oh man, you done fucked up everything. I'm ready to flip the table.
Right.
But look, boy, you know what I'm saying? My man, he come quick. He got joints up in the joists. So anything go down, it's
yeah, you got
You know what I'm saying? It's pop right there. You know, he want to do whatever you do. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Maintain my thoughts. All right. I'm out of here.
You got that.
But I do the storm out though, because I want to get at him so bad. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, man, I was swole.
Oh,
It gives you the nerve
Yeah.
to think you gonna just say that.
yeah.
So, you know, holidaying down back down the expressway, snapping in the car to myself, snap.
Right.
You know what I mean? Boy called me up. Yo, what just happened? Your motherfucking pop. You know what I'm saying? All that. Next thing you know, he's like, well, man, I don't know what happened, but you can always come back. Man, I ain't never coming back over there again. You kidding me?
I know what it is,
Wow.
man.
Man, nobody's
That's why I go there.
That's
Ice cold
crazy.
day in
You know what I'm saying?
My
That
step
just
broke that
messed up everything, dog.
Ice cold day in
Oh man, that just let me know.
He was tripping for you, like, but that lets you know. You know what I mean? Like, with
know
the
where you
ones
stand
that got in
at,
him,
Man.
You know where you stand at, though.
You know what? That's why I appreciated Trump. All right,
Yeah.
I appreciated Trump because it made the average dude who don't like black people, average white man that don't like black people, he brought it to the forefront. He let you know where the racism stood right then and there.
Right.
So anybody who want to straddle that line, you know what I'm saying? You playing a fool. You making yourself as a fool. I wouldn't mind if he would have made it back again. Because the one we got now, the president we got now, he's a star sneaky dude. Man.
He is.
You know what I'm saying?
But Trump being the president, I don't trust Trump. And this is what this.
You can't trust none of them.
No, but this is the thing.
He just a different pocket of the same pants.
No,
Right?
but this is the thing though. You know what I mean? But you got to keep in mind also that when Trump was in office, that racial tensions in this country was elevated. drastically.
I love that.
Drastically.
I love that.
I mean, but
he made the racist.
I love it too, but it's a lot of people that ain't
He
built
wanted to make
like
America
you or I
great
to
again.
be able to handle that. You know what I
Made
mean?
the strong survive.
Yeah.
May
Okay.
the strong survive. That's
If
one.
Trump got president again, they gonna do that purge shit. I've been hearing a lot of talk
Hey,
about
man.
the purge, them doing the actual
Hold
purge.
up. What's the vice president name? What's her name?
Not even really black lady.
Yeah, what's the name? I know. What's her name?
Kamala
Harris.
Kamala Harris.
All right. I don't care if they apologize for what they did. They locked up more black people than anybody in the presidency.
How about that?
Anybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you just say, I'm sorry for what we did in the past.
That's
This
what
and
she
that.
do for a living.
Huh?
That was all who
Well,
she was before she.
Yeah,
she
back
couldn't
then
be
when
black.
she was
She
the
couldn't be black.
Black.
No.
Yeah, when she was the top
Yeah.
attorney general
Yeah.
out there in San Fran, out there in California.
Yeah.
She locked up a
Sam
lot.
Quentin. She
of
responsible
black
for all that same
and
Quentin
brown
all them cats and
people.
Sam
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of them.
man. Like,
Yeah.
dude,
They didn't look back at when she was doing it.
what?
Was doing it and was proud of it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But you know what I'm saying? I think I done kind of figured out how politics is played. You know what I mean? It's all about the visuals. You know what I mean? It's all that shit is about program. That's why when you see that, you know what I mean, somebody trying to get elected, they have this big campaign with all this go, whatever your name is, and red, white, and blue around it and shit, trying to get you feeling a certain spirit. What it's really doing is it's creating a gin. It's a gin that goes in the air along with that, because the politics that go with that is certain dark magics and shit that's affiliated with that shit. You know what I'm saying? And gins come around Christmas time, around, you know what I mean, different times of the year. The music that you hear gives you a certain spirit. That's the gin, how the gin infects people. You know what I mean? It's the same shit going on with politics. You know what I'm saying? What you got?
Did you hear how Kanye was saying, "Oh, what about the people dying at the concert that for
Travis Scott.
Travis Scott?" And the people were saying that they was listening to the music,
And the music was telling them to do this shit that was made the riot. Like he was saying that he was insinuating it in his shit, telling them to come closer. Everybody come closer. And people started,
he told people to come closer, but when he told them to come closer, the in between acts, the music that was being played, it was music from an 808 or something like that, and it bring a low bass tone or something like that, and it was knocking people pass out.
Wow, I didn't know
It's
that.
making people pass out, and the people
Damn.
fall on top of each other. Then you got people stepping on top of them, and they dancing and chanting and everything. And
So it was some like hypnotic type music shit going on, like some Pied Piper type shit.
Every time this girl said every time the regular music will play, she get herself together. But as soon as that joint was over and they go back to playing that, she bang back out again. This the 9-year-old young boy, he shouldn't have been there, but he was there with his dad. He had him on his shoulders. Dad got rattled from the joint, boom, he passed out. The sun fall, boom, he gets stepped on, cracked, and don't crack all that. He incredible right now. You know what I'm saying? Like that joint crazy.
That's
man.
crazy.
They saying it's just like some type of ritual joint, man. I don't put it past nobody, dog. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
They blame on the music.
I actually know one of the guys who built the set for that.
And was
He
so
actually built the set.
And
He
was
actually
so-
was down there building the set. He worked for the contractors union that film John, where he actually one of the grips and the gaps and stuff like that.
yeah.
He actually built that Travis Scott set. He was down in Houston for like 2 weeks.
There's 50,000 people on the joint. The girl said is when you went into it, when you went in, it was no other way out. You had to go out the same way you came in. See, so anything, all that shit was going on, you couldn't just turn around and get out the way. It's crazy, man.
Yo, that just kind of fucked my head up because what you're saying is real. Like it's certain frequencies that literally can put you in like a trance that can knock you out. You know what I'm saying? A very low bass frequency that's, you know what I mean? They got the right type of system to, I can see that shit, dog. And it puts me in the mindset of, like you just said, like it's impossible for. I think it's less likely that somebody did that shit by accident than on purpose. I think that shit was on purpose. They knew that they was testing it to see if it was going to work, and that wound up being the result.
And it was like, oh, people were passing out because it was heat exhaustion. And the girls, like, it was cold. It was chilly outside. People had on hoodies and jackets. I'm going up quick, man. Enjoy.
Because actually, like, I've actually heard some of those frequencies. It's kind of like it's like, you know what I mean? And it's hitting you in your chest where it can actually fuck with your heartbeat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cause anxiety, all different types of shit. You know what I mean? You know, they got different frequencies they use to different relaxations and different spa treatments and stuff like that. It works in reverse too.
What's so crazy is that he was saying, Kanye was saying that how that that 808 thing will do that to you, and then you see a demonstration of what happened down there. Shit is real. He kept saying, I'm gonna say stuff that's gonna get me killed.
Yeah. Easy and real one, yo.
I'm gonna say stuff that's gonna get me killed.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, out of everybody else in the hip hop, I can't name one person that will go on one of the most syndicated hip hop podcasts in the game and say, I owe Beanie Siegel some money.
Yeah.
Tell him to get with me.
Right.
And the bread that he got for Beans, like, yo, I'm happy for Beans, man. You know what I mean? For coming up with Yeezy. And any one of us could have did that because it's Philly shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? He just threw the Philly twang on it. But him being a real nigga and rewarding him for that, you know what I'm saying? And that's a reward for him Beans just being a thorough nigga with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, being set for life with that, man. Because he giving them a percentage of Yeezy. That shit that's a multi-billion-dollar company.
Yeah.
Whatever he giving them in that in 10 years is gonna be worth way, you know what I mean? Like
his kids got worried no bread. You know what I mean? He's wealthy now.
So
congratulations to you, Beans. Congratulations to you again, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
That's all that. You know what I'm saying? Hope we do something positive.
Because when you do it like that, you definitely mean it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't no pump faking, ain't no misunderstandings about that. He said, tell him to get at me.
Yeah. Man's a billionaire, man.
I mean, but that's just one. There's a lot of billionaires out there, but ain't a whole bunch of billionaires telling niggas that I owe you money. Most of them billionaires is billionaires from getting over on somebody about that.
Most of them say you owe me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Is there a lot of black billionaires?
I mean, I'm sure it's more than we know. But what I'm saying is even them motherfuckers ain't coming on no nationally syndicated shit talking about, I got some money for Tyrone because he used to drive me back and forth to my acting classes back in the day. Niggas ain't doing that shit. So for Ye to come out and do that shit about what he turned into a brand, like that's huge. Yeah, that's huge. You know what I mean? I wish more people with money did give back in ways, you know what I mean, you know, to people that paved the way, you know what I'm saying, and do it.
That's love.
You know what I'm saying? He wasn't doing it for props. He was doing it to make sure he knew. Nigga, I got some money for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I gained a lot of respect for Yeezy watching that joke because Yeezy is one person that I looked at it like he didn't have to do drink champs. You know what I'm saying? Just like Hov ain't drink champs been popping for a minute. You ain't see Hov on there.
Yeah.
Hov ain't got to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? But maybe Yeezy going on there and doing what he did. Maybe it might inspire Hov to.
And that's why now.
Because people want to hear that shit.
Yeah.
People want to hear from Drake on Drink Champs. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? People want to hear that shit. No, Drake ain't never been on that thing.
I look at that. See, if you don't support the culture, but you want the culture to support you, you know what I mean? And in whatever way you represent it, that's corny shit, man.
It is.
Yeah, we ain't been on that.
That's corny shit, man. I don't give a fuck if you're a legend or not, man. People still, you know what I mean? They fancy you, they love you, you know what I'm saying? They got respect for you and everything. You can't come speak on that type of platform.
For
You know
real.
what I'm saying? Like,
And
you should always
support,
get
the
some.
support they.
Yeah, but you should always want to get back to the, you know what I mean, to your people, man.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit corny, man. That's why I
That's
love
why I fuck
support,
with
man.
X too. X
That's right.
always made sure he kept it hood. You know what I mean? He probably, you know what I mean? X would come out anywhere, do an interview. You know what I mean? X fuck with Philly heavy too. You know what I mean? But that Yeezy joint, that was the biggest joint on there so far. You know what I mean? You had Nas, you had Lil Wayne. You know what I'm saying? But I would like to see Andre 3000 on there, or Outkast. You know what I mean?
For real, that'd be right.
I think he did a job. I think Snoop was on there.
Mm-hmm.
If not, Snoop.
I got a question.
So,
All right, I know I'm asking a lot of questions this week, but this one, it when he said Andre 3000, this made me come up with the verses that I just heard about this week. It's supposed to be Bone Thugs against 3-6 Mafia. Yeah.
Wow.
Now, me personally, I think that's the wrong one. I think it should be Bone Thugs versus Wu-Tang. But
No.
what do y'all think about the Bone Thugs versus 3-6 Mafia? And do you think that's a good versus?
I think it's a good versus. I definitely think it's a good versus.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And I'm going with 3-6.
What?
I'm going with 3-6 too.
I'm going with 3-6.
What?
Me too.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
soon as they come on with it's hard out here for a pimp. I'm like, they got
What
him.
did I say?
I'm like, they got him.
It wasn't the first song I came up with when I heard it.
Uh-huh.
Yo, I'm telling you, man.
You know what I mean? They
I'm
got
telling
him,
you.
yo.
Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I rock with them. I rock with
3-6,
them, man.
yeah.
I was
I'm not
begging
saying
that
3-6
nigga.
Mafia don't have songs. They got songs, but what they got, like maybe 3-4 songs?
No.
What?
No.
What?
No.
No.
Dude.
They
Boys got at
probably
least a good
about
eight
songs.
albums.
Sure,
Yeah.
wow.
I'm talking about
Yeah,
chart
yeah.
toppers.
Boys get
Chart
busy.
toppers, man.
Oh, they chart toppers. See, you gotta keep in mind that they music was late over here, man.
Dude.
You know what I'm saying? Like they by the time we
Yeah.
heard them, they was already on their third, fourth album by the time most
Like,
niggas
you know,
over here
3-6
got hit.
Mafia, they're from Memphis.
Right.
Yeah.
They was the
Yeah.
first niggas from Memphis.
Right.
And Philly, this a hard city. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard for niggas from other places to win us over because we got, you know what I mean? We got that up north type swing with us. You know what I mean? So niggas was late on Outkast. Even though Outkast first came out,
I
I
was
fucked
on
with them.
Outkast. I was on Outkast.
But it was a point. It was a point with me
Southern
where
Playlist
Outkast
Day.
got weird.
That was my shit.
Later on, I grew to respect it and appreciate the music differently. But it was a point with me as a hip hop, as somebody who do hip hop, and as a fan of hip hop, it was a point where Outkast got a little weird with me. It still sounded good sonically.
Aquemini was weird. That third album.
Yeah, but
That
they had
third album
bangers
was
on
weird.
there. They had bangers on the Aquemini that I fuck with. You know what I mean? But
That
later
album
on,
was a little weird, but
later on, I
it was
appreciated
good
them
though.
as a
It
whole.
was a great album though.
But Southern Player Listen Cadillac, I fuck with
Oh,
that
that was
shit.
the first
Yeah.
album was all that.
Yeah,
That
I mean,
first album was all
I fuck with that shit.
But
But yeah.
All right.
I was, you know what? I mean, close to a backpack bull, but you know what I'm saying? I wasn't really on that. You know what I'm saying?
He was a hardcore backpack boy. He rocked the backpack, make it look jiggy. But
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But was still, you know what I mean? We still had L's in our ear and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. But you know, I'm just saying, like, I wasn't attracted to that type of music. You know what I'm saying? Like you said,
but hold up. But you was a fan of Tribe. Tribe.
I love Tribe, but
that's
I'm
music.
a Tribe fan.
No, I'm saying, no, I'm talking about as far as like the boy, he just named.
Southern Playlist.
Andre 3000.
Yeah, I wasn't really on Andre 3000.
Me neither. Early.
They
Me
had,
neither. Early.
they
You know when
had-
I
they had
really
their
started
songs,
liking
though.
them when they came out with
songs, though.
Sorry Miss Jackson
Yeah.
and
That's
So Fresh
real
is So Clean.
Yeah.
So
That's
Fresh is So
real
Clean.
late.
Fresh and So Clean, that's dead.
That joint brought me
That's
back
like album 4.
from the
That's
first
what I'm
album.
saying.
That's so Fresh is So Clean.
That
brought me
was
back.
just playing on the jukebox all crazy. You know what I'm saying?
That's like
Like,
album
Yeah.
4, bro.
So I'm gonna
That's
let you know
late.
from the gate. To
That's
me,
late.
Andre 3000 is the GOAT of Atlanta. I mean, T.I. is the man. Like You know what I mean? But Andre 3000 to me is the best lyricist to come out of Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
he's
Andre,
special. Like he's
Andre,
not your
his
regular
lyrics is
MC.
on a different level. Like
Yeah, he's
his
special,
whole
man.
musical outlet is on a different level.
Yeah.
Like he look at things,
Yeah,
he hear and look at things different. He remind me, when it come down to certain things, he remind me of Kanye.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
Kanye's music and the way Kanye look at music is on a different level. And Andre, I think Andre looks at it the same
Andre
way.
special.
He always
But I think Andre's a little better lyricist than Kanye.
Yeah.
But I think Kanye's a better producer.
Andre in my top 10.
But Andre's a good producer, but I think Kanye's a better producer.
Look, Kanye is top 5
Top
producer
10.
all time.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, I'm breaking it down on
Yeah.
my breakdown between
But Andre wasn't.
Kanye and
Andre was
Andre.
like a.
I
Andre
think
was more. Of
Andre's a better lyricist,
yeah.
and Kanye's a better producer.
Right.
Yeah.
But Andre, most of them productions most of them productions was coming from the
Dungeon Family.
Dungeon Family.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think
Andre
Andre
didn't
didn't
start
start
producing until
the later albums.
yeah,
Right.
until they did the Hey Ya and all that album.
When they did the Love Below
Yeah.
and Speaker Box,
Yeah,
when they
yeah.
did that split album. Yeah.
Yeah.
He did a lot of producing on that album.
Yeah, I mean, but for real, Outkast, that's a hard matchup. They need to go against somebody like the Roots or something. You know what I mean? That's a hard, because they got a heavy catalog of music, and they need to go up against somebody who can match them lyrically with a sound that's unique in its own way in hip hop, but you know what I mean, different. I think that would be a good mix.
I think
The
that'd be a
Roots
decent.
and
That'd be a
Outkast.
decent versus Outkast versus.
You know what I'm saying? That would be one where I would actually I wouldn't give a fuck who won. I would watch that shit from the beginning to the end and enjoy every minute of it because they showed me. Black Thought is top 5 lyricists all time. You know what I'm saying? And him and that'd just be crazy. I wish M. Militant would have been around to be a part of it too, but
I like the Roots though. I would like the Roots.
Yeah, I think I would take the Roots in that. Well, as much as an Outkast fan I am, I think I would have to take the Roots in that. Because the Roots got some shit with them right there, anyway.
Roots is, I mean, like,
Roots got,
Lights
well,
up.
I'm gonna ask my nephew over here. Chris, what do you think? Outkast or the Roots?
it's funny that you say that song right there, right? Remember I told you when I met Black Thought how we was doing a song together, and the name of the song we was doing was called Light the Wick, right? And I always wanted to ask him, was that song like the remix to the Light the Wick John that we had already thought of? Like, was that the verses that he came up with? Because we had did the verses over the phone, you know what I mean? And that's one of my favorite songs. That album, Philadelphia Half-Life. If you haven't heard it, you know what I mean?
That's my favorite.
That's like a Philly classic right there. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
You know, so I put that up against, you know what I mean? Like, that's my top 5 hip hop albums all time right there, front to back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, you know what I mean? So shout out to the Roots, Black
There you go.
Thought. You know what I mean?
All right.
My man
So-
Quest.
So D, what's up, man? You've been quiet this whole time, man. You let us know a few things, but we need to know a little more about you, man.
Yeah, man. What when you start rapping?
We almost an hour into this thing. We just now talking.
Man, I started rapping in '93.
93?
Yeah,
Yeah, which was part of the group or something. Or you was Dolo.
I was Dolo at first.
Yeah. What was your rap name when you first started?
Oh man, Bo-Leggs Mac.
Bow-legged back. Oh, you was okay. You went with that from the gate. You just out like a pimp as a teenager.
Yeah,
All right. So when you started, when you in the group, who was you in the group with?
I was in the group with my brother Sue,
Okay.
brother Black Blood, and my cousin Joe, Super Joe.
Okay.
Triangle. Yeah,
Shout outs to Sue and Joe.
man. That was some days, man.
So was you like a battle rapper?
Yeah.
So what's
Okay.
who's some of the people that you bet?
Yeah, I got.
Pulled it like a bird came up.
Well, I ain't gonna say I was a battle rapper. Then.
You got to work, but
This is crazy.
you funny,
I ain't into too much of that battle scene. You know what I'm saying? That ain't really what I'm into like that. I usually try
Did you have any
So
battles?
you ain't had no
Yeah,
epic
but
battles back in the day?
a lot of people up over the days, but I mean,
Like who? You don't give them no shout outs?
No.
You know what I mean? So they can chime in and be like, yo, we ain't really win that joint, yo.
No.
First time
That
I
ain't the
met you, I think it was probably
You talking about with me?
yeah, we was over there down the street. Down the
I was at Rudy crib in 05.
No, tomorrow.
That's when I was living. We was living together in 05.
No,
Rudy
we
crib.
met him. I thought we met.
We met before that.
yeah.
I thought we met at the studio on the corner with Hick.
No.
No, you know Hick.
No, he ain't know that. That's a shame. I told you, Nick passed too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he went crazy. Like he lost it. He was out there. I mean, but that had already happened. Like, he'd be out there talking to himself and shit. You know what I mean? But he knew who I was. So when I would see Nick out there on 56th Street and all that, like he asked for cigarette or whatever. You know what I mean? With Black and Miles, I go buy him like 2 Black and Miles, 1 Black King, something. You know what I mean? I always showed him love when I seen him, even though he was out there, like, you know what I mean, on his crazy joint. You know what I'm saying? And I just found out, I think maybe like 2 years ago, he died in his sleep or something.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Yeah, it was my nigga, man.
Yeah,
He was the Philly Scarface. If there was ever such thing as a nigga from Philly who had the demeanor, the aura, the flow, the sound of fucking Scarface, it was it. And he had everything matched though. You can see it wasn't no pretending. Like it wasn't like Sean sounding like Biggie.
Yeah,
Like this
Sean-
skinny nigga sound
Sean
like
be
Biggie.
like-
Get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Like this nigga, it was believable. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, and just was a genuinely good dude. You know what I'm saying? With good energy.
That's
Yeah,
good.
so just get a cipher.
Yeah.
So
His presence. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? He definitely commanded the stage. But yeah, man, I did get in contact with JC though. Shout out to JC. That was the bull who crib he was in that was doing the beats. He did graffiti. Remember the bull?
yeah, I seen other ball too. About yards.
That's JC.
That's it.
Yeah, the bull that did the graffiti.
I know.
So he got shit is everywhere. He everywhere. He got the crazy.
I seen.
I thought y'all vibed off of that shit because that was around when you was doing it too. Y'all was in the crib tagging shit in the crib.
So many niggas, yeah, I mean, shout out to JC. So many niggas, you know, I ain't even up to make from that.
Shout out to all the way, JK.
Right. Shout out.
One of the best with it.
I mean, and
Legend.
the basic, man. I'm ready, yo. You know what I mean? Like
Shout out the bass.
yeah, he said he about ready to get it popping so we can get this album done, man. Try and get this shit out to the viewers, man. I'm tired of telling people I rap. I'm ready to show you. You know what I mean?
So you think they should freestyle on air and there sometime?
Yeah, you know, the music, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Full of love.
Okay.
Then the words start coming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Making my tracks. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm talking about.
You know what
You know what I mean? Yeah, I already know what you're capable of. You know what I mean? You're definitely not. You will be the son of that nigga you going and rise.
You know what I'm saying? Yes,
So, no pressure, man. You have some fun. You know what I mean? So, don't you make beats?
Yes, sir.
I mean, you got like a production drawing, you got a, what you call that shit? And you go to the page and shit, listen to your music. You know what I'm talking about. Help me out.
Yeah.
What you talking about? The production studio?
The drawing where you can, upload your music on this shit.
SoundCloud?
SoundCloud. Nigga.
Yeah.
I knew
Nah, I ain't on.
nigga who knew. It's gonna help me know something new. Anyway, yeah, that. What I'm
Yeah, I
talking.
ain't on that.
You ain't got that yet.
No.
Where can
I'm
people?
selling
Is anywhere
crack.
people can listen to your beats at though? Anything? Any type of?
Yeah, you want to get at me.
You got
You know what I'm
direct.
saying?
What's your tag? What's your social media tag? Where can they get at you? You get rides too, right?
Yeah.
You ain't trying to do all that.
No, you gotta get at me on the first.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You see this joint, you definitely gonna get my information just like that.
How
You know
about
what I
that?
mean? Just get at us. And I get right at you, you know what I'm saying?
All right. So
I
yeah.
got what you need done.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, like I said, you can get at him by getting them blunts in the basement.
He had us.
Yeah, that's we take
You know
care
what I
of
mean?
us.
Yeah. My foot great, be like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Oh,
You know
Lord.
what I mean? You know, throw a couple programs out there. You never know who watching.
you know,
You know what I mean? And all my weed is paid for. I'm not selling it. I'm smoking it. So everything I'm doing is legal. So it's all within the restraints of what they say is the Commonwealth law. So I feel as though I am an abiding citizen,
Right.
Damn.
just like the boy. What was the boy that went at it with Jamie Foxx? I'm him. Like, I ain't got no problems with y'all. Ain't
You
no
can
fucking
be
wrong.
over there.
You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't say that. Come on now. Yes, sir.
You know, I'm so high that shit keep going up. You know what I mean? This is like the forever blunt in the basement. So what's up, man? You trying to get a couple bars in? You want me to set it off for you? Or you want to set it off? You got something on
You
the
can set it off.
You set it off?
You wanna do it.
I'm hard to go at, man. You want you sure you don't want to go first? Then I go again just in case you
I'm gonna need some. You need some.
All right.
So you have this, you need a warm up beat or something, right? That's what you're saying.
Let's do it. Small hip hop. You know what I mean? It's all hip hop.
Oh, yeah, get it in, man.
You know what I mean? Maybe that'll help. You know what I'm saying? That's
He says,
That's crazy. You know what I mean? So what it do, T-Dub?
tap this out.
You know what I mean? How we looking over there?
Y'all tell me what y'all want to do, man. I got a warm up beat for
We got
you.
the warm-up beat. You want the warm-up beat?
You want a warm up beat, or you want
Warm-up
the
beat.
joint that was, or you want the requested beat? What's up, man? I got a warm up beat for you right now.
Warm-up beat. You know what I mean? Let's see what we got. Let's have some fun. You know what I mean? Let's get it. I'm ready. D-Bo. Sure. You know what I mean? Sure. I be looking for it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
No, we high, man. You gotta bring on high beat, man.
What's that, Freeway?
Yeah.
He about to make
It's a warm up beat.
that joke. We're going to have to round fast, but it's all good.
Can't say that.
You know, I got beat for you. Since we're going to have some fun, give me a good one. This is a good warm-up beat right here. Give me Lil Dirt, No Order. Give me that. Let me have some fun. You know what I mean? Let me have some fun. You know what I mean? What you like? Lil Dirt, No Order. You don't know this beat? Oh, you gonna have this shit.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Like y'all gotta be y'all gotta be a little more straight up with me on these beats, man. Like y'all gotta come at me a little earlier about that.
I got you. I mean, but
You know what I'm
we've been
saying?
talking anyway, so I mean, there ain't no pressure on you.
Seriously.
You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, we're going to be patient, and everybody else is going to be patient too, because we want to talk to them. Like this. All right. Look,
Like what? Man, I don't even know what the heck y'all.
Lil Durk.
What?
Lil Dirt, No Order.
I never ever leave it, bro.
It's simple. It's a real song. You know what I mean? With a banging beat.
Instrumental.
Instrumental. It's a hot instrumental too. It's just hot. It's hot. But it's a genre I can relax. You know what I mean? And have fun with it. Like, I don't want to. You know what I mean? Like that right there, that's not a good warm-up beat, because that right there, I'm gonna have to be thinking a little faster to keep up with it. Something I can do, but at the end of the day, let's give it a true warm-up. You know what I mean? This joint, everybody might be able to get it right.
Listen,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a vibe. That's it? Yeah. Yeah, cut that joint up a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Check it. Yeah. Yeah. When I'm on the mic, they call me Gang War. Back in the days, I used to slang roll.
Right.
Bull talk shit, I had to bang for.
Right.
Straight to his chest, he couldn't hang. No. Hit him to the ground and I picked him up. Because I don't like beef with my niggas, I come through. Hand on the trigger, but then take it out and shake niggas' hands. I'm the man's, 100 grands. On the mic, I snap back to the track like on rubber bands. Got the fucking issue. Niggas got a problem. I'm bringing them the tissue. Issue. Not for me, wishing me. Anybody talking shit, wishing me.
Right.
Got the wish list. Going to the store like a motherfucking Christmas. Coco, Loco, it's the Swiss Miss. And we do this shit so that I can kiss this, yo. Kissing on your mamas, your baby mamas. Everybody else not to bring the drama. Strictly from a lover, man, the lover boy. Girls say I gotta bring another joy. I do this shit frequently. By the backside, where the fucking heat?
Pass
Yo,
it to the bowl.
legs. Yo, them niggas get scratched like eggs. Yo, fuck off the base. I don't give a fuck, yo, when I'm on the stage. Always come through with that big 12 gauge. Knock you with you off like off the front page. Off the fucking globe. Rap episodes that explode off the mental. And every code. Here and there, I swear I'm high like the sky. Yo, my little team, we always so fly. I ain't gonna lie, do or die with the gun. Come through, pull it out, y'all niggas better run, cause I'm shooting with the gun. Blast off, spit 'em. Yo, get 'em, I don't give a fuck. Y'all shit 'em. Shit 'em like a pigeon. New a fucking religion. When I come through, break you off like the fucking smidgen. You fucking nigga when I ride the fucking rhythm. I'm sure to hit 'em. Head on collision. See me up in prison. You'll see me on Netflix.
Right.
Yo, check this. Yo, take a nigga necklace.
Right.
Or medallion, style it. Yo, the reckless. Yo, go to flesh. All fucking soldiers. I told you, we eat holders. Yo, sliver all them niggas.
Yeah. That's a warm up right there. I see you. Yeah. All right. You want to do another round? Let's do another round.
I like that.
Let's do another round of this. Do another round.
That's the essence right there. But
Yeah.
You know,
bass,
like,
you know what I'm saying?
You stop the beat.
Smoking the freestyle.
I want to do it together.
No, you can go to your warm up, Joe. Now let's see if
No.
I'm
I'll
warmed
go about to
see if I'm warmed up. Yeah, I mean, something you do want to relax to, but I'm about to. I should be woke up now. I see you woke, you ready. You know what I mean? It's fun. You know what I'm saying? It's fun.
It don't take a little minute, y'all.
You know what I mean? So, you know, like y'all can chime in. Let me know how y'all like that. We can't see the comments right now, but we definitely gonna get back at you on them. But, you know what I mean? We trying to show y'all, you know, some hip hop. This is where it all come from. All right.
Oh,
Okay.
dang.
All right. What you got?
That.
You want to start it? Yeah. I started. 1, 2.
1, 2.
It'll come Mike. I go and do the shit. Get this shit like kung fu. Beat with the tongue do. Get with me. I come flick like a fucking cigarette. Every nigga will cigarette. I'm trying to condemn me, don't get my cigarette. When you fucking smoking the bullet, take the shit off at the tip before I fucking pull it, yo. I'm the man when I spit. Everybody hear me because I'm always talking shit. If I'm on the mic, recording it, say hit the chick right where it's slit. That's what they call fucking glitter, fucking. That's what you doing. I'm pushing, coming through the shit while they pushing to the track. Niggas fucking mushing in their face because the club was crowded. Smoke shit, yes, loud shit. Move, loud. I don't give a fuck how did anybody come to the session because you know it's speaking loud. He keep going out, pass it to the man so you can put it in his mouth. What you got to say, because I know you from the south. Pause to that shit, but you know what I mean. We still keeping it coming in the rhymes is clean. And sometimes tell the ladies to stop seeing them XXX. Like motherfucking, what's the guy from Fast and the Furious? Fuck that, it's hilarious. When I do this shit, the styles is various. Coming to your areas with flows, there's many. 215 over down to the south coast, to the west coast, plenty. Smoking on some shit with a glass full of Henny. Who's next?
I'm next to yo, get it down with Smith and West, yo, Smith and West, yo, get it down, Ellen. Y'all motherfuckers be Ellen, we chillin', yo, rhyme spillin', call me the villain, yo, what the fucking Lex Luthor, shit I can do to fucking maneuver through the illest fucking waters. I don't give a fuck, I'm on your head, I send to your quarters, yo, I don't give a fuck, close quarters, a combat shit, yo, come strap shit, little ramble knife, I don't give a fuck taking their life, it was that bullshit, but I be just chillin', I don't really want that bullshit, but I star shit, I be in the ball shit, yo, I be in the car shit, I be floating, trying to go to the airport shit, yo, fucking buses, yo, you can't touch us. Y'all niggas starts being hutches. Y'all fucking snitches, cops. I don't give a fuck what we can drop it. Fly helicopter type of shit that we be on. Yo, get it down, always carry it strong. Leave you under that long. Yeah, crucified old rap industry.
Yeah, he don't give a fuck, so we don't give a fuck. And when you try to tuck them and blah, you get the fuck niggas better fucking duck. Shucks. Because when it come through, treat it like corn, sluts, dead, shouldn't been born. When I talk to shit, need to be with a horn. I'm like a fucking flute, ain't shit cute. When I come to rhyme, it's like a shot of absolute. Ooh, give me the loot. Biggie said it, but when I talk on the mic, it's like I'm kind of big-headed. Like on NBA Jam, when I slang, rhymes come in and I ran, blam. Niggas don't fuck with me, they think that I'm Sam, or the son of him. So, Sam I am. I'm talking shit, high as a motherfucker. Still on the track, smooth, jamming like a smucker. Put it in your bread, give it to me, cash rules everything around me in the hood.
Drain, yo, going drain. Yo, fucking see us on the big magazine. Yo, the whole team getting that green. Green, Joe Green on the scene. I don't give a fuck, yo, so clean, so fresh.
I'm about to do a Ronco. Who got my light?
That's what
Shit.
Anybody got the red lighter? I feel crippled. Like the whole time I was rapping, I'm still looking for this shit.
That beat is great.
Yeah, that's the joint you was talking about. Oh, okay. Yeah, that shit is nice.
I got one for you.
Oh shit, back on the mic.
I got one for you, so here you go.
Woo! Special alert.
Yeah. Karma ain't a bitch, it's a mirror. So when it comes back, it couldn't be any clearer. Took a couple losses, now I'm getting good. Yo, I try to reach off my youngers in the hood. Just a little freestyle, top of the dome. Yo, used to ride around with the chrome, stayed with the weed, all type of gas. If they try to approach, I will get up in their ass. Yo, I don't play, but I used to run ball, then I quit that. And then struck with mad draws, then I grab more ass cheeks, and yo, we're going for weeks. Is the bull, always keep my gear, man, you feet, but gotta put it down. Then I pass it back to my main man, Sam.
Yeah, he ain't really talking about anything that y'all ain't know, but still, you know the flow is how we go. When I represent with him, we on the whole show. Y'all better respect and reflect, cause you know, don't you get hacked, smack. Fuck that, it's never whack or black. And I don't put my hands up, my man's up. Debo, tell him what you got. As we go out, niggas getting hot. From the fucking shit coming like the snot, had you, got you. Damn, coming down the block, bro.
Coming down the block, yo, when I come through with that big ass gun, I ain't the one. I ain't just singing this shit off my tongue. I'm gonna get that shit done.
Yeah.
You best believe I walk it. I don't really try to talk it, but I talk shit, talk a lot of shit. Fucking action, smack time, make it happen. We chilly really like Alaska. I don't give a fuck about kind of blasting. Y'all niggas out position. I get it heated like that fucking stove in the kitchen. Y'all niggas bitching. I'll run through y'all niggas like you got a pistol. I'm nice with them systems, nice with them rhythms, hitting with them isms. Would have voted for Shirley Chill back in the days, but there's nowadays in the ball plays with the flows that fade. Yo, fucking crazy. I don't give a fuck who's next on the fucking stage.
Yeah, I just blaze mad trees. I knock bitch niggas to their knees. I wish they would try to come up with that nut shit, but you know I hit them with one to the gut quick, and then come with the uppercut. I'm about to choke on the smoke. This shit is gas 94 ultra.
Octane niggas coming through. I'm blocked like I'm on the O line. They know mine. You come through, the shit be like drama. Yeah, all mixed in one. It coming like a fucking session. You got beef, boom, for the erection of the 9mm Glock, whatever. I rock like a Camaro, hot in a sparrow, showing around the redwoods. And then when I smoke on the deadwood, it got all kinds of names, but it's all locked in.
Yeah. Listen. Around my way, they call me six pack or Around the way, they call you bitch ass or punk.
Yeah, I like that. That's very. Yeah. Yeah, man, what y'all think, yo? Bars in the basement. Yeah, I mean? Yes, sir. Love it, my man. Yeah, I mean? The bow-legged Mac. You know what I'm saying? Who says big things don't come in small packages?
Yeah, man, they lying. They lying. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. So
always do big things.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, like if you want, you know what I mean? Like same thing, man. Same time next, you know what I mean? Next week we'll come in rock with y'all for a little bit. I'm gonna try to get some shit so we can get back to the Battle of the Bugs, but we really trying to get some sponsorships. Like we really want to have this Battle of the Bugs, like one particular strain from this particular dispensary, you know what I mean? And another dispensary got a strain that's battling there, so that the shit is always a consistent battle, and it's something new to both of us. Because we smoke a lot of shit, you know what I mean? But, just so happened that he got the real.
I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. The shit to grab, man. If you can, get that peanut butter ruts, man. Get that truffle butter. That truffle butter is amazing. And I don't fuck with, like I said, I don't fuck with that gelato, man.
Mm-hmm.
It might be for your palate, but not for me. You know what I mean?
And what I got is something called it's called fucking Vader OG. You know what I mean? So the shit is crazy. Like I'm gonna tell you a quick story about the Vader OG, the shit I got. And I don't even be rolling on Vader.
Story. Into a story.
Right, I'm about to give you this quick story on Vader OG, right? Yeah. So I got the shit. When I got the shit, I didn't get a chance to smoke it, but my man, he got like 2 different tiers of shit. He was holding back on giving me this particular tier, but then he said, all right, caught him out there, got it. Ooh, here we go. So I roll an L up for my ride to Delaware. It's like a 45-minute ride, you know what I mean? So we get on the road, I spark up. Next thing you know, we arrive at our destination. I look over at my old head and I said, so how you like that tree? And this man looked at me with a straight face and said, I don't even remember getting here.
He drew.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, he was like, I remember we was smoking. He said, I remember they had the little traffic joint, and he said, and I don't remember nothing after that. I don't remember none of this shit, man. And I started thinking, I was like, the one thing about the tree with that Vader OG is the high was lasting a long time. I'm talking like hour and a half later, you still, it's like down low. You know what I mean? You know you still a little bugged. You know what I mean? That's why I ain't need to just smoke no whole joint straight through it. That shit.
Peanut butter ranch is a nice heavy high.
Yeah.
It has a great taste,
Yeah,
nice earthy taste to it.
I like
You know what I'm
that.
saying? Yeah,
That shit
man.
is
Let's get
right.
that knockdown. You know what I mean? You either two things, you make you hungry or sleepy, man. That's not me, bro.
You make
You make you hungry or sleepy,
that's
man.
you right there.
Yeah,
That thing strong, man.
that shit is
That's
hard.
that's one of my favorites, man. It's definitely one of my favorites.
So yeah, you know what I mean? So, you know, again, you know what I mean? Like just cats who freestyle, cats who, you know, got some bars. Let it tell you how you sit with us, you know what I mean? We can do a little freestyle session, smoke with us, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, chop it up, man. Let everybody know who you is, man. That's what we're going at, you know?
That's right, y'all. Put your handles out there.
Yes, sir. So Gang War 215 and Blunts in the Basement.
Pack money underscore two. Pack underscore money 215. That's what it is.
There we go.
Still right.
And the IG, so you can holler at us. You're not putting nothing out there, Debo.
If you pull Donnie Bo-Leggs, get at me. I mean, through my people, see what I'm saying?
Yes, yes,
Right?
yes.
All right.
And shout out to National Underground Radio for always.
National Underground Radio, T
Yeah,
Dub.
word.
The wheels
Big
are
up.
still.
Big up, much love.
Everybody know T-Dub, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. What's in the basement? Check y'all out next week. We out here. New day now.
All right, it's coming.
Yeah.
Light it up, light it up, light it up, light it up.